Arsenal Fan TV Tower, you're still here, mate.
I still am with you two, amazing.
Raining, but listen, there's a lot of disappointed fans. Not as many. I remember in the summer there was hundreds of fans down here when we signed Ozil. The excitement was fever pitch, and then today it's like a damp squid, just like the weather. How are you feeling about it? I know that you are a fan. You're always optimistic.
So are you and Tara.
Now, do you think to yourself, listen, hey, it's done and dusted now, let's just get on with it? Or should we have gone out there and at least signed a striker?
Well, there's still time, so you never know what can happen. I mean, remember, if I can be so bold, remember Michael Thomas's goal? How late was that? So you never know. But yeah, Rob, I think you could read my mind. I think at the end of the day, listen, we should have, but you know, once it's done and dusted, that's it. We've got the players. We just have to stick with the squad, and hopefully we'll come through. Because I know the man knows what he's doing. I know the man.
Now the man knows what he's doing. Now he's going to have to rely on Lucas Podolski and Nicholas Bentner. They are effectively, apart from Olivier Giroud, they're effectively the only strikers. Well, Park Ju-young. These are the guys he's going to have to rely on. Now,
Chu doesn't even play, does he?
Are these strikers, the backup strikers, good enough to push us on to win the league? We know Giroud can do the business. What happens if he's out? I'm not on about Bentner coming off the bench and say, you know, as an impact player for 15 minutes. What if he has to play a full 90 against, say, Man City or a Chelsea or a Bayern Munich?
Well, you know what, we're just gonna have to, hopefully he can do it. Hopefully he can do it, because you know he likes to talk a big game, Nicholas. You know, so let's hope he can do it. What else can we do? It's what we're gonna have to do. It's gonna show if the squad is strong enough, which I hope and believe and like to think it is. You know, I mean, I think what you were saying before, I think what it's come down to is that maybe he wanted to buy a Draxler, but I was thinking, he's thinking, should we take the gamble? You know, now, whereas in the summer, you know, we can buy him and integrate him into the team. I don't know. I don't know. It's always difficult to buy in January. It really is. It really is. I think we should have.
But you don't think a big January signing would have given us another boost to push us on again?
It would have been absolutely superb. But I'm just wondering, was the quality there? You know, and what was the restrictions? Because you know what I mean. We never know what Schalke could have said and how much. You know, it's reported as we didn't want to pay the money, but we never know. I mean, I'll give you an example if I can. I mean, Phil Jones, that obviously went to Manchester United, we agreed terms with him. Now, I never knew that because I didn't see that reported in the press. It's actually Arsene. He spoke to us, because he speaks to us after every game, and he said, yeah, we agreed terms with Phil Jones, and Phil Jones wanted to go to Manchester United. Even Gary Cahill, apparently, before he went to Chelsea, all this rubbish about that disgraceful, and I emphasise disgraceful, Phil Gardside retweeting abuse about Arsene, which was absolutely disgusting. Apparently, we were quoted over 20 million for Gary Cahill and also Matthew Upson as well. So we never know what the negotiations are. You know, we are trying to best. I think it's disappointing that we didn't bring someone, but you know, assuming 11 o'clock comes and we don't sign them, we just have to get on with it, because we mustn't forget the fantastic position we are.